it's Jodi. Today I'm going to tell you about my February 2018 free card kit in the mail. This month I chose to use the Picture Perfect Party Suite that is in Stampin' Up's Occasions catalog. And you can see here the stamp set is called Picture Perfect Birthday. It's an 18-piece stamp set, photopolymer, and it's only $17. So that's a really, really great value. It also mentions here, in case you don't know to look in the catalog here or when you look in my online store, it suggests clear blocks B, C, and D. So if you do use acrylic, photopolymer or clear mount stamps, make sure that you check this to make sure that you'll have the block size that you need to complete the project with those stamps. So a few other products in this suite. These are Stampin' Spots. If you've been around Stampin' Up for a while, you might remember that we used to carry Stampin' Spots, these little 1-inch squares of ink, in each of our color collections. Well, we don't have those anymore, but there's 2 different sets of 4 in the Occasions catalog, and this one is Berry Burst, Bermuda Bay, Pool Party, and Peekaboo Peach. And those are the 4 colors that I focused on in my card kit this month. The other thing I want to point out is this designer paper. It's shown over here in the corner. It's 48 6x6 sheets, and what's really cool, I'm just going to kind of fan some of them out here for you. I'll go through and show you each individual one. But on one side, they're photos. On the opposite side, they're patterns. And so it's really cool to have both options here. My team member Caitlin, who is a Stampin' Up product designer and concept artist, actually designed this entire suite, and so I'm really excited to use it and just showcase her talent a little bit. So these are the patterns that I did not use on the cards. So I'm going to start by showing you those first. These are just so realistic looking, these photos on this side. Some fun sprinkled confetti. And then, of course, like I said, the back of each one has a fun pattern too. Now, there's 48 sheets. There's 12 different designs, so you get 4 of each of those designs in this Picture Perfect Party Designer Series paper stack. So now let me show you these cards. And if you're not familiar with my monthly free card kit in the mail, how this works is that I design 5 cards, and when you place a $40 minimum order on my website using the host code that you see on the screen right now, if you do a $40 minimum order, you get the supplies to make 4 cards. If you do a $75 minimum order, you get the supplies to also make the bonus card. So let me go through and show you each of these. This is just super cute designer paper here with the party hats. And what I noticed as I was starting to design these cards, they're much simpler. I mean, my little tagline is quick and creative, so I'm not one to do really putsy stuff with my cards. But these are even more simple than I usually do. And I found that as I was trying to add more to them, it just took away from the designer paper too much. This designer paper is so gorgeous. You don't need much, and that's what makes it great. You can crank out a lot of cards in a short amount of time. So this, I just did the little banner, added some more designer paper here, and some of the silver baker's twine. This one, again, it's just so simple because those candles just do it all. All I did was add the Celebrate. This is actually from one of the celebration options, the Thinlits, and this is on silver foil paper. Oh, you know what? I forgot to show you the inside of this one. I just have a little bit of designer paper there at the bottom. And then on the inside of this one, I stamped a few things, and I will tell you, so if you look at this stamp set again, 18 different stamps, I used every single one of them in this card kit. So this one, I hadn't used these little sprinkles yet, or this little border, and so the perfect place to put them was inside this card. Then there's this one, that plate of cookies that looks good enough to eat, the Berry Burst ribbon with that silver edge. And what's neat about this, if you look down here, there's the solid and then the polka dots and stripes, and you can see how obviously I used that to make these candles here. A little bit of designer paper in there. This one, again, the designer paper is just so gorgeous. You don't need to do very much at all. Added some ribbon and the little stamped border down here. And there's that little bit inside. So these are the 4 main cards for this month's card kit. So these are the 4 that you would get the supplies for free with a $40 order. Now if you bump that up to $75, you're also going to get the supplies to make this bonus card. So there's a couple things on here that I'll point out. This stripes, I think that's what it's called, Simple Stripes embossing folder is new. It's part of this product suite, so that is on this card. And then we've got the stitched shaped framelits along with a scalloped circle. I use that same stamp that I pointed out, the solid and then the stripes over it. But then over here you can see the little party favor noisemaker. It uses that same image, same polka dots. So what was a candle on this card is now used for the little noisemaker right here. And then those are 2 separate stamps that you add to that. What I like about this card too is on the inside. So you open it up, I've got more designer paper in there and the greeting stamped right here. So you could write a longer message on this side or sign your names down here, whatever you wanted to do. So, excuse me, this is a really fun, sweet to work with, and it's so easy because you don't have to do much with these awesome papers. You can just add the greetings, and there's some really nice variety of greetings in the set as well. So when you place your order, like I said, use the host code that's on the screen. Place your order on my website by February 15th. All of the supplies will be mailed to you to make these cards. So for example, this celebrate will be cut out, the scallop square will be cut out, the ribbons, the circles on here, all of that will be included in your kit. And then I also email instructions, step-by-step instructions with photos of the cards. What you need to do, if you want to complete these exactly as shown, obviously you're going to need to order the stamp set, a black ink pad. You need these 4 colors of ink, so if you want to order the little package of Stampin' Spots, you can do that. If not, you can order full-size pads that you don't already have. There's a variety of adhesives. What I'll do in the description of the video is link to my Facebook event, and I have every single item listed out along with the item number, which makes it really easy for ordering. So you can just click on that link and then you'll know exactly what you need to order if you want to complete them as shown. Now, one thing I'll point out that's different about the kit this month. Usually, for years that I've done these kits, I always include all of the consumables, so all of the designer papers. This month it's a little different, and I'll tell you why. If you recall, when I was talking about this package, there's 48 sheets, there's 12 designs, which is awesome, but you only get 4 of each. So for you individually, that is plenty, that is great. For me, when I'm preparing the number of card kits that I do every month, I would be spending $50, $60 just on the designer paper to provide for the card kits, not to mention all of the card stock, the envelopes, the embellishments, and everything else. So on the list of supplies that you need to order this month, I have included the designer paper pad. And honestly, you're going to want that anyhow because it coordinates so well with this stamp set, and it makes such quick and creative cards. So I'm really confident that you're going to like that paper and want to have more than just what's needed on these cards anyhow. So if you look at this stamp set, like I said earlier, it's $17. The little spots, if you get those, are $9. The pad of paper for the 48 sheets is only $10. And then there's the black ink pad, some adhesives and things. So it's not, it's a very reasonable amount for this month's card kit. There's not a lot of extra punches or framelits or anything like that. So throwing that paper in won't be a big deal at all for you. Also keep in mind, because it's Celebration, with a $50 order, or I should say for every 50 you order, you get to choose something free out of the Celebration brochure as well. So make sure you check that out. Thanks so much for watching. For daily creative inspiration or to place an order, visit my blog. You can also find me on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram.